Hey everybody, it is Dr. Tamara Allen with the Fanpreneurs, and I'm here at Investfest with the amazing Corey Duval, barbershop owner and entrepreneur. Hi, Corey.
Hey, what's going on, love? How you doing today?
I'm doing great. Thank you so much for coming over. We're so happy to have
having me on here.
Yes. So, Corey, what brought you to our booth?
Well, what brought me to the booth was a presentation person. Like, y'all got the best booth in here, and I ain't just capping y'all up. Just like the elegance, right? Like the luxury, the ambiance of the booth. That's what brought me here.
Yeah, we want to show Black royalty, okay? And we want to show family royalty, familyness. And you have a family, you have children, okay? So what are you doing to help elevate your children to the next level?
Right now, educating them about the importance of togetherness, right? Like togetherness and the value of family and having each other back. I think that's one thing that's very, very important, especially as a parent. Like,
yes,
we say, like, when you're a parent, you're supposed to be always the one that has everybody back. But when you have children or you have a spouse, everybody has to come together. Like, we are each other help.
Correct.
I'm example in a family. If I'm mistaken, I don't take the garbage out. When you see the garbage that you're taking out, as a family member, have my back to take the garbage out.
Exactly. And it's true because sometimes, we see our men and it's hard for them, because everything is on your shoulders, right?
Yeah.
You have to be the provider. You have to be the man. You got to be strong. You're the dad. You're the husband. And sometimes you guys just need to be able to take a break.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just need to know that somebody got your back and take a break. And we got to, and that's what we're talking about, mental illness, because the man keeps his soul inside and not realize, he has to have an outlet also.
Right. And we typically taught as men, our default answer to a lot of stuff is, I'm all right.
Yeah.
But if you look in the average man's eyes, because I'm a barber, I've been cutting hair for 10 years. I can look in the man's eyes, we say he's all right, and know that he's not all right.
Correct.
It's like a ghost. You know what I mean? And that's one thing that's important. I think we do need each other, though.
With us, believe it or not, every single week, as a family, we have a family and a business meeting. Wow. Every Saturday, we don't miss. It doesn't matter what's going down, whether we're here or whether we're somewhere else. We have a family meeting to get everything off our chest, because you don't want to be harboring feelings. You don't want to be upset with, with family members. You got to move forward. And one of the things is because we're in business together, I have to take off the mom hat, right? Because I have two strong alpha males. It's crazy. As a matter of fact, they be trying to be my parent. I'm like, who is the parent here? But I actually have to take my mom hat on because I have to respect them as their men, and I have to respect them as that and making sure that what they're seeing is being heard as not just in business, but outside of business. They have to be heard and understood and I remember my son said, Mom, you're being aggressive. I said, we have to understand, but I'm nothing but men. So I'm giving you the same energy, okay? And I think sometimes people don't understand, women don't understand or men don't understand that when a woman gets aggressive, it's because the man is aggressive to her. And so it's coming off and giving different type of energy. So when you're working together, we got to have a balance. As when you're working with your family members, there is a balance. It's like, okay, I got to take off my mom hat. I got to put on my business hat. And now we're equals. Okay? Right. We're equals.
Let's get this stuff out.
Yeah, we're equals. And we need to be able to sit down and talk about it. As you see, my son's right here. Like, we got to be able to talk about it. And I can't get upset when they say, well, and I'm like, you can't call me mom in business. Yeah. I'm Dr. Tamara. Yeah. Okay?
And not wearing those lines, I think it's sometimes difficult because if you are bringing your children into business sometimes, you may have put that line right there, but in their mind, your dad, your mom, so even though I worked all these hours or such and such, oh, can I have an extra $20 or something? No, this don't have nothing to do with the business that we have arranged, and you need to manage your money properly.
That is correct. And it's so crazy. It's like, because I don't know about you and your family business, but we pay ourselves on a payroll.
Yeah, I pay myself on payroll.
Okay. And that's important. The books are important, right? Because everyone always thinks that they shouldn't be paying their taxes. Like, oh, I'm trying to be in the red all the time. Well, how do you think your business is going to get money if you're always in the red. If you're trying to go for funding to fund your business, take your business to the next level, or even in a new division, you got to be in the black. You're going to have to pay taxes. You got to be in the black.
Yeah, I just purchased our first home last year. And being an entrepreneur, it's a lot of things that they don't tell you. But because I had a paper trail and because I filed my taxes with the numbers that needed to be shown, right? Because it's one thing to file your taxes in for numbers to be shown, but it's another thing to where your debt to income. So
Correct.
if you're making $120,000 a year, but you got $80,000 a year worth of bills, you're not going to get approved for that home.
Exactly. And people don't understand. It's like, it's okay to do things the legit way.
Yeah.
Okay? Because it's going to get you some of the things that you want. But it's about managing it the right way. Okay? So, how old are your children?
I have a 21-year-old, I have an 18-year-old, I have a 16-year-old, and I have a 13-year-old.
Dang, you was busy.
Yeah, I was busy in my 20s. I was busy.
And they spread apart.
Right.
So, are they entrepreneurs now?
Actually, two of them have their own LLC. They don't necessarily use it too much right now. They just kind of, they trying to figure things out, trying to work.
Figure it out.
Yeah, but they actually know everything about what LLCs is. They know how to file them. They know how to, like they know the stuff that they need to know. Yeah, and both of them, my oldest two, they were already authorized users on my credit cards. My daughter just turned 18 on July 30th, and her score is higher than mine. Baby got a 779, and they just moved to like 791. Like, so just small things like that, like they know about all that stuff because they grew up in it.
Right. Now you said something that's important. They grew up in it. Who taught them to do that?
Me.
You.
Because I grew up in it. My granddad and my dad. So it was kind of like a default thing. So when you go against that, I kind of feel like slighted, like you don't have no choice but to have this DNA because it's in you, like it came from somewhere. And I might not see the fruits of it right now, but that don't mean I'm not going to teach you and show you.
Exactly. So important because you put them on as an authorized user. What age did you put them on as an authorized user?
I started around 15. 16 years old. My daughter was on a little bit earlier. I'm about 15 to 16 years old.
Okay, that's really good. And a lot of people don't know that you can actually put them on like at some of them. I have a friend that put his daughter on. She's 9.
Wow.
Okay. Because again, the world is moving digitally now. So even little kids, they're trying to move away from the fiat dollar. So if there's no physical cash, you're going to have a card. So how are you teaching them how to manage money?
The first thing I'm doing to teach them how to manage money is to cut the consumerism down. So like, you don't have to have a $200 pair of shoes, right? Like, I had to understand it for myself. Like, so I have a budget now. Prime example, like if I buy some shoes, I'm $100 and under. I'm very practical. And that's the thing, like nowadays in society, like kids think that they feeling left out, like, because I don't have a Jordan, I don't got the Yeezys, but that's one thing I teach them is cut the consumerism down. And you don't necessarily have to have payments, like, and stack your money and automate your money stacking versus just like, oh, I'm gonna put it in a shoebox. Like, there's systems in place to where you don't have to be responsible for saving your money because you're not responsible for saving your money.
You said something funny. Great. Automate your money. Okay. So we can preserve it and invest it.
Yeah.
Okay. Because if you're not investing your money, I don't believe in having a savings account because it's not making any money. But what I do believe is investing it so it can grow. So how do you feel about insurance?
It's actually great you asked me that question. I have all the important insurances that I need to have except one, and I'm working on that right now. I have 2. I have terms, I have homes, I have life, dental, health. Those are very important attributes. It costs a lot of money. It's an investment.
Yes.
So recently I was able to borrow some money from a whole life policy, and I have to pay back 5% on that money. But if I pay $30 extra on my regular month payment, I'm still getting a dividend on that payment that I was putting in. So I just borrowed some money actually so I could pay for a trademark for another business that I started. And it's just like I'm paying $236. I ain't gonna say the amount of life insurance I got on camera, but I got a decent enough amount of insurance, life insurance, where it can pay for the home we just got. It can pay for all the depreciated assets that we have, like cars and stuff like that. And it'll have enough money where each kid will have, at least like $75,000 to $100,000 left.
That is crazy because a lot of people don't do that. They don't understand it. They don't know that they can borrow against it. And that borrowing against it is a tax deduction because you're basically paying back a loan. So therefore, you're not having to literally pay taxes on that. And people don't understand that. So if you're going to put your money in a savings account, put it into an insurance policy so it can grow.
And you're insured.
Right. And you can borrow against it when you need it, and it'll take, and you can pay it back.
And another thing people don't understand is with that whole life policy, say for instance, if you make $1 million a year or you make $500, $1,000 a year, your tax liability is high, right? You're in the ceiling of your tax liability. So if you're making this amount of money, what you can do is you need to check with your financial advisor to see the criteria, but you can overfund that life insurance policy to offset the amount that you're going to pay the IRS. And then you come back a year after that and you borrow against that money. It's just simple things that you can do.
Are y'all listening? Are y'all listening to Corey? This is why he's in business, all right? This is why he's a smart dad, a smart business owner, and literally helping his family. So what are your other ventures that you're going to be doing?
So right now, started January 2020, I've been going back and forth to Accra, Ghana. I created a program called the Ghana Barber Summit. The purpose of this summit is to create a curriculum for barbers in Africa where they can be able to travel abroad. So I just started a product company, and a portion of all the proceeds are going to go back to that. And the name of the product company is Akani, A-K-N-I, and it means to build together.
Okay, is that the Instagram for it as well?
Akani Naturals, A-K-N-I Naturals.
That is amazing. So now you went from the barbershop to now having a product store, also investing. Are you going to be doing anything else?
Get my real estate license so I can phase out of being in the shop. I can get those percentages. I want percentages now.
Well, you know what's crazy? I want to build tiny homes on the land so we can empower the community to have their home ownership. And what people don't understand is like, I have a friend that has 100 acres. I'm like, what are you doing with it? You know what I'm saying? Let's build some tiny homes on it.
Right. And then you can do retreats and stuff like that.
But not that we want to be a landlord, but at the end of the day, we can take half of it. We don't want to sell the land. But what we want to do is still own the land. But there was another one of my friends, one of the universities is trying to buy the land up. I said, rent that land out.
Lease the land.
Yes. Why would you? We're not selling nothing. That's prop. We're giving away our power. So, guys, I hope you guys have enjoyed this segment. I hate that we got to cut it short, but we're here at Investfest. Make sure that you guys attend FanCon, okay? FanCon 2023. Bring your children because we got a youthpreneur section for 12 and above. And again, make sure you follow Corey. Corey, give me your handle.
Hey, what's up, world? You already know what it is. You can follow me on Instagram at I am Corey Duval. That's IAMCOREYDUVAL. And you can follow my product company, Akani Naturals, AKANI Naturals. Appreciate y'all.
Y'all can see how lined up he is, so you know his barbershop on fire, okay? Make sure you get his products. We'll be back with another session. Thank you for joining.